Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our
Hello.
post show.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Everybody's super. Oh, everybody's super welcome right now for our post show, and we have to talk about it. Definitely, it's all about the post show for what happened and SmackDown Watch Alone. My name is Carla,
I'm
and
Alex.
Alex, your ring announcer and commentator. We tend to do a little bit of everything, as you must know. Again, reactions, watch alongs, updates. And right now, the live chat is open, my friend, only for subscribers. So you can definitely be part of the live chat, writing in the comments. How do you feel about it? Of course, we're remembering tonight. Well, this whole week, I assume, right? For what happened to Hulk Hogan. Alex is going to be covering that, highlight. But you can definitely join the live chat and tell us in the comment section, how do you find this latest episode for SmackDown, the SmackDown show? And of course, you can like this video and this version of the, I would say, post show as audio. You can find it in our podcast that is right here. I would say, of Wrestle Splash podcast on Spotify and Apple podcast. So you can definitely check the description down below. So why don't we talk about it? I mean, huge, huge weekend, huge day yesterday for what happened. And
Well, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we lost a great one, an
mm-hmm,
icon, as you say, Hall of Famer, Terry Gene Barboa. His real name, known as the Immortal Hulk Hogan. Um, Born 1953, August 11th of 1953, passed away yesterday at the age of 71. Was born in Augusta, Georgia. Was a 6 foot 7, 302 pounds wrestler. Um, Started his career in 1977. Was in multiple companies like the NWA, the GCW, AWA, New Japan Pro Wrestling. But actually started WWE 1979. He started WWE. Um, was world champion, left WWE 1993 of December, joined WCW in 94, left 2000, came back to WWF in that time in 2002, left again in 2006, went to TNA Impact Wrestling as general manager in 2009 to 2013, and finished again with WWE as the ambassador and Hall of Famer 2025. Hulk Hogan died yesterday here in Clearwater, Florida, at the age of 71. Cardiac heart attack. In his last days, they say he was sick. He had admitted in the hospital. Had some heart problems in his past when he was in wrestling in his young days in the 90s, 80s. Um, a lot of these wrestlers took some steroids in their time. Um, Steroids, is a drug, so it can not kill you at the time, but it can kill you when a certain time comes in and the years can pass by and your age. It can affect your heart. And I guess because of him taking so many, and he was a pretty huge, pretty big guy, it affected him so in a kind of way that he had a heart attack and passed away. Um, like I say, an icon. Everybody knew him in the world. Almost 8 movies he did in his
mm-hmm,
lifetime. Um, TV show called Trouble in Paradise was just the TV show I used to watch
oh,
in the 90, 96, 95. I
mm-hmm,
presume it was. Uh, did like 8 movies. Was in TV shows. Married two times. To a son and a daughter.
mm-hmm.
Hook Brooke Hogan is his daughter. I forgot his son's name. Um, got inducted into the Hall of Fame 2005 as an individual himself.
Mm-hmm.
In the Hall of Fame, inducted in 2020 as the NWO New World Order. That was a big hit for him in WCW when he joined Kevin Nash and Scott Hall as the NWO New World Order. Lasted for like almost 10 years in WCW with that character named Hollywood Hogan. Um, did spectacular stuff with that, Um, that character in 1990, he became the Hall of Fame in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So actually, he's a 3-time Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Wow.
Um, in 2003, in the modern era of professional wrestling, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame as one of the best professional wrestlers of any company of all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, he's a 4-time Hall of Famer.
Right.
His accomplishments in wrestling, he was started off in Southeastern Championship Wrestling, winning the Southeastern Heavyweight Championship once in Northern Division, and in Southern Division, winning the NWA Southern Eastern Heavyweight Championship twice. In New Japan Pro Wrestling, in his early years, he was IGP World Champion once, 2-time New Japan Pro Wrestling Tag League with Antonio Inoki in 1982 and 1983, and 1-time New Japan IGP League Champion in 1983.
Mm-hmm.
In WCW, he was 6-time World Heavyweight Champion. In WWE, he was 6-time World Heavyweight Undisputed Champion, 1-time Tag Team Champion with Edge, Adam Copeland, and a 2-time winner of the Royal Rumble, 1990 and 1991.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say he's one of the biggest icons in history. He had a lot of rivalries, but his main rivalries was Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Yep.
He had a lot of rivalries with the Ultimate Warrior, the Macho Man Randy Savage, and one of our favorites, and my favorite, was Andre the Giant. His best match with Andre the Giant was WrestleMania 3. He had 16 appearances of WrestleMania. So
That's
16
a
WrestleManias.
lot of
He made
matches.
appearances, not as a wrestler, but as a producer, as a host, as a interviewer, but he was there.
Yeah.
He was the first 6 WrestleManias since it started in 1985. He's been part of the first WrestleManias.
Mm-hmm.
The first WrestleMania, WrestleMania 1, was the first WrestleMania in 1985, where he teamed up with Mr. T. Everybody knows Mr. T. To take on Cowboy Bob Orton and Mr. Wonderful Paul Ortanoff.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he had a rivalry with the late, not with us anymore, the Hot Rod Rowdy Piper.
Right. I heard that.
So he had a great rivalry with these superstars in the past. Had a match at WrestleMania with The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. That was his rest time in
That
wrestling.
was practically his, let's put it this way, his background. Of course, I am not that related with him because I was super little, super kid. But Alex, he's the one who knows about the oldies. That's the reason he's telling us the story practically of this huge legend that, of course,
4 years straight as world champion. One of the longest superstars to be world champion in history in a company. So did a lot of things. He was doing a lot of wish programs for kids and stuff.
I wanted to point out in this one, right? Interrupting, of course, but I wanted to point out the fact of the matter that we realized, and I know this because of the docuseries for what happened this beginning of the year, right? With Vince McMahon and the docuseries that they did on Netflix. It was something so, I would say, so impressive when I was watching those docuseries because they could specifically explain how connected Hulk Hogan, of course, he gave practically every single part of his energy to the company since the beginning of WWE for Vince McMahon. So what can you say about it? Like he practically was the icon because of Hulk Hogan, practically Vince McMahon right now, he is so successful. You think that? Or you think that if it wasn't with him, either way it would have been another person.
You know, early days in the early 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, not a lot of wrestlers would be wrestling.
So nobody was that
a lot of wrestlers were not that popular in that time.
Yeah.
So Hulk Hogan, since he started, was
Mm-hmm.
making his pepperoni personality
Mm-hmm.
known for wrestling, being in movies. And actually, when he did his first movie, Rocky Third, Rocky
Mm-hmm.
Three with Sylvester Stallone, everybody knew him there. They started
Right.
knowing him there as
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan. And Vince McMahon brought him and told him, you know what? I want you as a wrestler.
Oh, okay. So he
Um,
was first an actor and then he.
yeah, he's been acting all the
Oh,
time,
okay, okay.
but so he got into wrestling. Vince McMahon made him popular. He made himself popular as well as
Mm-hmm.
Hulkamania
Mm-hmm.
with yellow and red
Right.
colors. He was everybody liked him as Hulkamania.
Mm-hmm.
And practicing in WWE since 1983 all the way to
Mm-hmm.
1993, he's always been face.
Yeah.
He became heel in 1994 when he joined WCW as the NWO
Crazy, right?
as Hollywood Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
But he made Vince McMahon very popular in
Mm-hmm.
his company. Because of Hogan, Vince McMahon started traveling the whole states of the United States.
Right.
So he was a big popular guy. Everybody started knowing him everywhere. So to lose this icon is one of the biggest, like Cody Rhodes was saying today on SmackDown. Um, he made way for these young wrestlers to become wrestlers and continue
Exactly.
their way what they're doing now. Hulk Hogan is the person that brought out what wrestling is about, how to
Mm-hmm.
love the sport, how to love and be entertained doing this sport.
Right.
So Hulk Hogan is one of the main people that did this. Uh, some wrestlers that are still alive in his time, like that were there today. Jimmy Hart was one of his
Mm-hmm.
major managers that always been close to Hulk Hogan all his life.
Right.
You got the Nasty Boys, who also are still alive. Been his best friend as always. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. You got the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Um, Wrestlers that have been with him and to to the bad and good times of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been there, and they can tell you the best things of him. Hulk Hogan is one of the best ones that of all time. You can tell. You can say it's like saying the best boxer of all time is Muhammad Ali. Well,
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan was the icon of wrestling or pro wrestling. So, like I said, to lose one of these icons in history, it's it's gonna be missed.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna forget him at all, but one of the best. And if you want to see Peacock, go into Peacock, watch his best matches, WrestleManias, Royal Rumbles, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, 19 and from the 80s all the way to 2000. He had great matches. WCW as well. You can have matches in WCW that he had pay per views with, and great matches he had. The Undertaker was one of the also he fought
Mm-hmm.
with. Um, so you can tell one of these wrestlers are the best ones that we have, and we'll see how
Yeah, I mean,
continues with all
it's been
this.
a huge. I'm gonna say it like this. It's been a huge, huge moment right now for again for the WWE universe, for the wrestling. I would say universe too. Actually, it was so huge the impact that it has caused to all most of the companies. I'm gonna say it like this. I saw it in the media. I understand. Like there was so much controversial situation with his political points of view and whatever he did in the past or he mentioned either he was or not racist or whatever is the case because lamentably that's what I heard in the media
But
again.
it's all politics, and
Yeah,
politics you have to keep politics
it gets
aside.
all
We're
messed
talking
up.
about the
Yeah,
wrestler, the man,
the
the
life of a person
icon,
practically.
the movie star,
Right,
the actor. We're not
right.
talking about politics and he got into politics.
Exactly,
No, the
exactly.
wrestler.
Yeah,
And one man that can tell you that has been there
yeah.
and is still in WWE right now,
Mm-hmm.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah, exactly.
That he can tell you how this man is and how he
Yep,
was.
yep, yep. No, but something that I wanted to mention is that we understand that it coming from WWE, of course, the reaction was going to be huge, right? To honor his name and whatever. From TNA, for what I saw in the media too, it's been almost the same, not a big deal. But for what I heard in the media, and again, I don't, it's not a big deal, but it looks like AEW, they don't want to recognize it, or they don't want to put a special moment for him in the show. I don't know why.
You have to understand that. Well, we don't know yet. You don't know Collision was going to happen this Saturdays.
That's rumors. That's what I heard.
Hulk Hogan passed away yesterday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Dynamite was on Wednesday, so nobody knew.
Yeah.
We still know that we're gonna have a Collision
Yeah.
this Saturday live.
Yeah.
We don't know if they're gonna say something or what they're gonna do. But you have to understand, AEW doesn't know who Hulk Hogan was.
They know. They've been a lot
They
of
know.
people.
They see pro wrestling. They see them.
They
But the
have been
wrestlers-
working with them in the past, but it's just not that connected.
No.
Yeah.
The wrestlers are in AEW. Don't know who
I
Hogan
practically
is.
knew. Yeah.
None of the wrestlers there knew Hulk Hogan. The only one that I can tell you that knew Hulk Hogan there is Edge. That was tag team champion was in.
Dusty Rhodes.
Huh?
Dusty Rhodes.
Dustin Rhodes, the Natural. That's another one that knew, but
Edge.
Those two.
And Christian Cage.
No, Christian Cage didn't know him
Isn't
either.
it the same kind of?
You can tell. Yeah, Christian, you can tell.
I could say that.
But those three, practically.
Yeah.
The rest don't know who Hulk Hogan was. They might know him as they watch movies or his wrestling matches, but practically they don't know.
Yeah.
These are new wrestlers that just started. So they really don't know. But we leave on with this, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the icon that we lost. I know nobody's going to stay here in the world wrestling all of their life. We all going to die someday. But we didn't know he was going to leave that early. He was only 71.
No. And to tell you the truth, how it looks so fit. I'm impressed to be 71 still.
He was still in his
and
fit.
Again, he has done it all, as like you said, how many championships and everything related with physically talking. It's been hard at this time as a result after what happened in the past. But he did what he could, and we're glad that now, of course, he's
we thank him that he left a legacy of his best matches, of his time, his music, his way of bringing these wrestlers to wrestling, to pro wrestling now, and continue his what he loved to do: wrestle, makes entertain fans, and make wrestling. So we go, like I said, we're gonna be missing, but like they say, Hulkamania will never die. It will continue, and just God rest his soul and rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace for real. And now we're gonna continue with the post show. We can, you can double check in the description down below. Super huge reminder, in case you haven't followed or liked this video, you can go ahead and like this video, follow on time, join the live chat with your hot takes, your predictions. What do you think about this one, SummerSlam? Matches that are happening already. We're missing probably 2 or 3. We want to know your thoughts in the comment section. And of course, do not forget to like this video. Much more information down below, so you can also be part of the watch alongs that is going to happen next week for SummerSlam, which is a 2-night show with your ring announcer and your analysts, Carla, Alex, and Carla. So definitely, why don't we start backwards? Because I love doing it backwards, I noticed.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's all about the tag team titles that are going to be on the line, confirmed at SummerSlam, and it's going to be a TLC match. I love the idea.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I thought that was not going to happen because of so many wrestlers and many teams, but I guess with all this chaos they have in WWE and Smackdown with the WWE Tag Team titles, it is now official by Nick Aldis putting it in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Of course, ladders will be climbed on top of a rope. The only way to win, there's no pinfalls, no submission, anything goes, weapons are allowed, is by climbing the ladder in the middle of the ring and retaining the titles.
Exactly. It sounds
and
so cool.
And it's 6 tag teams. We have the team of the Wyatt 6, of course, Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis. We got the Motor City Machine Guns. We got the Street Profits, DIY, Roxanne, and now the new team of Andrade and Fénix. So those are the 6 tag teams that will be decided for the tag team titles. And it looks that match is going to be probably for Sunday night to make it 6 matches
yet,
already.
But that match probably would take half an hour because the TLC last time we were watching the TLC match at SmackDown, it took kind of like 20 minutes, but it was so crazy. So I really have a lot of expectations with that match. And hi, Noah. Yes, Noah says it's about damn time they put the tag teams on a PLE. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
When was the last time we had a pay-per-view with the tag team titles?
That it's been a while. So just like I said, rather than have the World Tag Team titles as the Judgment Day take on the NWO. Like I say, the LWO. That match is not for WrestleMania or SummerSlam pay-per-view because the LWO is not that special.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens, and it might change it from here on. It might be interrupted on Monday.
Yeah.
So see where it goes. But right now we have 12 matches.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We'll see how they do it for the SummerSlam.
Yeah, And everybody that is entering to the live chat, drop it in the comment section. What do you think about this one so far? Tag teams are confirmed. It's going to be on the line for SummerSlam. They just add one more match. And of course, you can let us know in the comment section. What do you think about this one too? The following highlight. It was pretty amazing because I'm going to say it like this. Kiana James, finally, she came back. What we know about her is that last week at a SmackDown show, she did like a match. Not dark show. They call it in the main event show, right? She actually fought against somebody. I don't know who. But how come she appeared tonight kind of to be the lawyer, the manager of Julia?
It looks like she's the I think she's like the manager of of Julia. So I guess she's now on SmackDown. But I guess it's official. It's gonna be Julia versus Selena Vega at next week's SmackDown for the Women's United States Championship.
Right.
I guess it's not gonna be a SummerSlam match.
It's not gonna be a rematch from
Selena Vega losing her titles.
And that's one of the things that a lot of the fans they were saying in the media, tweeting or hot takes that they tend to put on Twitter, who knows. So they were saying, how come they haven't, decided to put Julia to put her on a pay-per-view? And one of the things that I really love, the fact that now they're adding new superstars and whatever. I have to admit it, Julia, it's actually material for a pay-per-view. It calls my attention that it's not going to happen ever, I guess, or it's just because it's a mid-card title. Is that the reason that they don't want to put it? Because they should be in SummerSlam for real.
I guess there's not a material thing for pay-per-view.
Not right now, not yet.
They just want to make it for SmackDown, see what happens.
They just want to make it for SmackDown.
And to tell you the truth, now that I see it, SmackDown next week will be live in New Jersey. So SummerSlam is in New Jersey as well.
Oh, okay. I mean, you know.
That they're in New Jersey, so they're making great matches for SmackDown because they're in New Jersey, just like the pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, so of course. The continuation.
That's where it goes. Right? Exactly.
The continuation. I mean, definitely, yeah. The following highlight, it's all about the bloodline, of course, taking all over the place, like always. It was supposed to be a match between The Miz and
The Miz.
Jacob Fatu, out of nowhere. I didn't get it.
The bloodline coming out, destroying the match. Nobody won, of course. But this match is set for SummerSlam. It is Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship inside a steel cage. So that means anything goes, whether the win is by pinfall submission or escaping the cage through the top or through the door. So hopefully, of course, we know the bloodline is going to interfere as always.
Right.
But it gives them a little bit more momentum for Jacob Fatu. They get a little bit more fighting in him to destroy Solo.
Do you think that Jacob Fatu, he should retain the title this time? I'm sorry, my bad. Solo Sikoa, he should retain the title this time?
I'm not sure about that. I would like Jacob to get his title back, but...
Really? Okay.
We'll see how it goes on this one. Because like I said, they get interruptions, it might not happen.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a feeling that right now is the moment on purpose because now there's new members of the bloodline and all this stuff. Solo Sikoa's moment is right now. It's right now. It took a while. it took so long to have Solo Sikoa's respect to
Right.
the point that now the fans are saying and chanting like love you Solo," whatever. Did you realize tonight
Yeah.
that? That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
funny. I was laughing. And I think at this point is right now where he should retain the title. I think. I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of Solo Sikoa. All I'm saying is that everything fits better now. Before he was not practically leading no one. Lamentably, he got all the members injured and all the stuff. But now apparently, Solo Sikoa, he has a new enforcer, which is not anybody's either.
It's a 7 feet
It's
tall
a
person.
7 feet tall Tala Tonga to the point that every time he's gonna come and help you, he will assure that you can keep your title in the right hands.
Exactly.
Today we saw it clearly. He's on top of anything and everything. I would say he was checking on Solo. He grabbed the chair because it was in the middle, between his neck and whatever Jacob Fatu was trying to do, right? But it was impressive. I have to admit it. I think it's the moment for Solo Sikoa. Hopefully, he can retain the title. I'm not saying Jacob Fatus was just wrong to put him with the title. It was perfect, actually. But now, like the storyline is increasing the momentum. I think it works. Now it works, not before. So at SummerSlam, they could create something different. Make sense?
Maybe they can. Of course.
Right. You can let us know in the comment section, of course. How do you see this match? Your predictions, of course, of SummerSlam. Now they just added new matches, little by little. The following, well, practically Cody Rhodes, he just spoke, giving some words. He didn't say nothing, right?
Didn't
Did he
say
say
nothing.
something?
Basically said when he started
Uh-huh.
the icon Hulk Hogan,
Right.
giving him thanks for
No, but apart from that, did he
continuing
say
his
something or
wrestling
no?
career. No, the thing is he signed with John Cena that
Oh,
there's gonna be
okay.
a street fight at
Mm-hmm.
SummerSlam for the Undisputed Championship.
Right.
That he wants the real John Cena to come. He doesn't want the
Exactly.
heel John Cena or the backflip.
Mm-hmm.
He wants the belt normally. That guy
Yeah,
that used to come running
that's
to the
true.
ring. He
Oh,
wants
that's what he
the
said.
real John Cena at SummerSlam. And we'll see if we get it.
Right. Yep,
You
exactly.
never know if he can John
You
Cena can
never
end his
know.
career being face again.
That'll be a very interesting end of story, seriously. The following highlight, it was funny. It was supposedly a backstage conversation, whatever they were
Chelsea
asking.
Green
Chelsea Green.
and Jay Cargill.
Chelsea Green.
This
Yeah,
is funny with Chelsea Green. Talking
She was
about
so
Jay
funny.
Cargill. She was on her back, carried her to the ring, and they had a match. And David Cargill, of course, got no victory. Hervis got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie Stratton got into it
Mm-hmm.
as well, defending Jay Cargill.
Yeah.
But you have to know this match at SummerSlam will be for the WWE Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So KJ Cargill win the championship and become women's champion.
Yeah. I think right now, I'm not saying it's wrong, but I don't see Jay Cargill 100% ready. And a lot of the fans are saying the same. I think it's gonna take a little bit more. I'm not saying it's wrong. I understand they do need a match. We need a match. We have to put somebody. Right now, that somebody, it has to be Jay Cargill. I don't see that much fire. Like all the fans are chanting, "Oh my God, I'm dying to watch and pay attention to the most." In the middle of the match, Tiffany Stratton versus somebody else. I still don't find it like that. But what do you think? Do you like the idea how they put it? Because the only reason right now, specifically Jay Cargill is the one, is because she's the queen. Queen
I
of
would like to
the
see her as
ring.
women's. I would like to see her.
And that's it. That's the
I
reason.
would like to see her as women's champion. So we just have to.
I would love to see it. But right now, I have a feeling that she's not supposed to win. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not saying she doesn't qualify either. But I'm saying it looks like it's not going to happen, at the end of the
Hopefully
day.
it doesn't happen. We'll see.
Yeah, you think Tiffany she should retain?
I'm going for Jake Cargill on this one, but like I said, we're gonna be doing predictions coming up next week. But I don't know. Things might change. You never know.
Yeah, and breaking news, in case you didn't know, my friend, what they were putting in the actual TV, in the TV show, whatever they were calling the next matches, it was not included. Now they just put Cameron Cross also versus Sami Zayn
one-on-one,
which is huge. I
so
mean,
this match is set.
Yeah, having a match finally, I mean, I'm saying as a Karen Cross right now in his mind, he's like, well, finally, I don't know how many years after or at the end of my contract, practically, I'm having two PLEs finally. So I think,
And this is
yeah,
can we carry
this is
across
kind of
WrestleMania match?
it's kind of tricky though, because we don't even know if he's supposed to continue after that match, after that pay per view, and then he's gonna renew a contract, like you said it. And one of the things that Alex was telling me is that they tend to offer a contract signing 1 month before, 2 months before, or 3 months before. Apparently, for what we saw in media, it was supposed to be the contract until August, right? So
Right.
you think that maybe they could kind of negotiate?
Oh,
Maybe.
no.
Yep. I mean, we never know. I mean, and the following match, oh, that was interesting. It was Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez.
Well, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, as always, the judgment, they always have their matches and their interference and doing lying, cheating,
Right.
and stealing, like Eddie Guerrero used to say.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see at SummerSlam if the tag team titles will be on the line as they defended against Roxanne Perez and Charlotte Flair. So we'll see if Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, as a new tag team, can defeat the women's tag team champions.
Tell you the truth, the way right now the match is, for what I observe, I'm telling you, the match is gonna be really, really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
There's no stipulation; it's just a regular match, for what I understand. But still, the way they do it all the time, and right now, Charlotte Flair, first time ever with Raquel Rodriguez, there is chemistry. I love it. And best part of it, Alexa, with Roxanne Perez, same thing, same height, and same attitude. I love it actually. It looks like if we do get new champions, the ratings, I would say, is gonna get crazy.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully they win them. I would like them as a
but
tag
for
team.
for other part of it, it looks like they do want to keep those titles until Liv Morgan she comes back. So it's kind of tricky. That's what I'm saying.
We'll see how it happens on that
exactly. We'll see. And the last, but not least, it was the case of course, Logan Paul. He started with Jelly Roll.
Well, this match, Jelly Roll told him to lose weight. They told him to lose weight and like 3-4 months ago, Triple H, and he wants a match. And it's good for ratings for WWE. What a musician, and there's been in the past with the late also Ozzy Osbourne that passed away this week as well, and other musicians have been in the past in WWE, just like basketball players and actors, and they're giving a chance to Jelly Roll to be in it, teaming up with Randy Orton against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre.
Right.
And it's like it happened with Bad Bunny.
Exactly.
So we'll see how it goes. This match probably going to be interesting to watch as well.
Well, yeah, but we have to acknowledge that tonight it was pretty impressive. Yeah. Jelly Roll, he gave us, I don't know how many moves. How do you see it? Like 3 moves or something?
Yeah, it was just a punch and a close.
I don't know. He actually reacted correctly. I assume so.
He's been training a couple of months.
Yeah, you can tell that he's been training. Even in the promo, the way he talked, it was much more, much more confidence, much more like, I'm going to beat you, like Logan Paul, you are nothing. I mean, I just love it. Actually, something different. We don't tend to see this type of storylines, right? To the point that they have pushed it to the TV shows. They've been last week in the, how do you call this guy, Jimmy Kimmel show, right? So it's just crazy the way now they are putting everything for a storyline, the way they create it now, the way they are putting the tag team thing. We understand that we need Randy Orton at an actual match. That's the reason we got Randy Orton teaming up with Jelly Roll. In case you didn't know, it's too obvious actually, right? And we understand also that we need Drew McIntyre somewhere, and that's the only place that he can be right now. I assume so. Yeah. You can tell. I mean, there's totally makes sense. And it's been a while that Logan Paul hasn't been in a show, and in a pay-per-view, for what I understand, right? So definitely, you can let us know in the comment section, how did you like this Friday Night Smackdown show? Something else.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would just want to add, tomorrow night and Sunday, WWE will be live in Super Shows, house shows. They will be in Mexico City and in Monterrey, the arena of Monterrey and the arena of CDMX for Super Showdown live in Mexico City tomorrow night and Sunday. We'll return Monday Night Raw on Monday on Netflix, 8 o'clock, live from Detroit, Michigan in the Little Caesars Arena for Monday Night Raw. SmackDown will be live in Newark, New Jersey from the Prudential Center. And then we have SummerSlam next Saturday and Sunday in East Rutherford, New Jersey from MetLife Stadium. So those are the coming up matches coming up. Also, ladies and gentlemen, our next pay-per-view coming up, it is Clash in we start first half WWE Heatwave. August 24th will be Heatwave on a Sunday night from Lowell, Massachusetts. We're gonna do an NXT show that same week of a Heatwave because they're gonna be live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, August 19. It's an NXT show from the Met Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm gonna do that TV show NXT, and then that Sunday it is Heatwave following the pay-per-view, and then that the next pay-per-view have for this month it is August 31st. Will be live from Paris, France. It is Clash in Paris. Already, Stephanie Becker is allowed to be take on the women's champion. We still don't know who she will be facing. We'll find out after SummerSlam is over. But we're gonna be in Paris for Clash in Paris. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are pay-per-views coming up. We'd like to thank you for joining us.
Yeah, of course. And one thing before I forget, of course. And of course, my friend, in case you're already subscribed, of course, to this channel, you know how it is. You can double check in the description down below. We put the schedule, how the watch-alongs are going to be, here in your channel, Wrestling Battle US. Alex is the ring announcer. He calls all the moves and the watch-alongs in the pay-per-views, premium live events. In case you don't have Peacock, definitely you can be part of the show. You can join the live chat with your predictions, with your questions. It's only for subscribers. And best part of it, we put the audio of the actual Peacock, pay-per-view. So, nobody has to tell you nothing. You know what's going on. You got the tea on time. So definitely you can be part of the next watch along. Also, huge reminder, the following episode is right here. The version in audio of this post show, you can find it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, of course. Wrestle Splash Podcast is the name of our podcast, and you can download it for free. Best part of it, no ads, and also you can I would say rate us with 5-star. Over here in the link in bio, you can get all the information for the podcast, so you can download it for free. And also, huge reminder and huge announcement, this week we started, you can now become a member in our Patreon, which, you can get the membership with the, I would say, different perks that you can get. We try to create exclusive content for you guys. So you can definitely be part of our membership. Whatever we don't tend to put in this channel, of course, it's on Patreon. So you know how it is. And of course, donations are appreciated. Like always, we get really, really a lot of support. A lot of the followers and subscribers, we really appreciate every like, every comment, and every time you share the link with a friend of the live streaming. We really appreciate it, of course. So definitely next Monday, it's all about Monday Night Raw. We'll see you at 8 p.m. EDT or 5 p.m. Pacific time. Hi, Hassan.
Hey, Hassan, what's going on?
That show was good. Yes, you came when we're gone.
Yes, of course.
Okay. And thanks again to everybody.
We'll see you on Monday. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. I'm going to put what I told you. Sounds good? Okay. 1 minute.